Looking to throw. Chase escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to throw on second down. Chase. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Cook following the penalty. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Off play action. Chase steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Detroit! Detroit! Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Hey, got three down. All right, now, look at 56. Look at here we go. Three. Watching that, Marty.
On 4th down, Chase. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On second down, Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 4th down, Chase. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Chase. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second down now after the sack. Back to throw. Chase. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Chase. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. first quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They go play action with Trubisky. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Chase. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go play action. Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go now. Boom, now look at 56. Look at...
On first down, Chase. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air on second down. Chase. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go now. Leopard. Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney.
Play action. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Trubisky looking for Kelsey. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They start the drive with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Chase. He sets to fire. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They run. This is Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, it's Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Taken down near the 20 at the 21. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off play action. Chase. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Chase. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Leopard.
Off the bootleg. Chase. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50% in the red zone this time. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might...
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Back to throw. Chase. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw on 2nd down. Chase. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down. Chase. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They run it again with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Chase. And he finds her man with a crossing route. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Black 99. Philly, here we go.
Handoff comes to Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And some room to run now. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the here we go now. Gun. All right, now look at this. Here we go.
Throwing again. Chase. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Chase. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw on second down. Chase escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Detroit! Here we go! Detroit!
From the gun, Chase being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! No. Jack, Patriot! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Trubisky will throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lavonte David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Leopard.
To throw on second down. Chase over the middle, complete. It's Carroll. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Throwing on first down. Chase. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Chase, he's going to loft one. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A win would be their second on the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard. line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go, Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive. Chase. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Here we go now. Over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A win would be their first of the young season. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They have gone final now in Cincinnati, and it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. A win would be their first of the young season. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.